This is Two Chicks Talkin Flicks, where we review movies. Love them or hate them, someone's got to do it. So enjoy the show. Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm April.
And this is Two Chicks Talkin Flicks.
And anything else that gets in the mix.
So, April.
Yes.
We love musicals.
We do.
And this little ditty came out during the pandemic.
It did.
Or maybe like right before. Somewhere in there.
It was, yeah.
I never seen it.
Neither have I.
And I just got to say, it's the cat's meow.
I have been looking forward to this for such a long time.
Yeah. I mean, it has Dame Judi Dench, James Corden, Taylor Swift, Jason Derulo, Ian something or another. I can't say his name. Mm-hmm. Sir Ian something.
McKellen?
Is that how you say it?
That's how I've been saying it.
Oh, Idris Elba.
Yes.
I'm sure some other people, but those are the main ones that I can think of.
Yeah.
I've never seen Cats on Broadway. Mm-hmm. I've heard about it. It's like the longest running.
It only lasted, I think, like 20 or 25 years before they finally got pulled.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're no longer on Broadway. They're traveling. I know they're coming in the fall or next turn of the year.
Really?
Yeah, they'll be coming to Dallas.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Will you go see it?
No. Like, if you don't have Ellen Page, then I just rather watch it on YouTube.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, we forgot Rebel Wilson's in this.
Yeah.
And
if you guys didn't know, we did Cats.
Yes. The 2019 version of Cats.
Technically, it's the only movie version. Either you've seen the movie or you've seen the Broadway show or on YouTube.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So when Jason Derulo's character, he was Rum Tug Tugger.
I must say, I love everyone's name in this movie. They are so unique.
They are. Mm-hmm. When he was performing, I was like, is that Jason Derulo? And I had to look it up and I was like, oh, it is. And I kept waiting for him to say his name.
Jason Derulo.
Yeah, I just, I see him and I just assume he's going to say his name. He never did. Mm-hmm. I was a little sad by that. Mm-hmm. But he's a mighty dancer in this movie.
Oh, he is. He is.
Everybody can dance.
The choreography was fantastic. Yeah. I loved it.
It's basically you're watching like the Nutcracker, but
I love how they incorporated so many different types of dance into this film.
Mm-hmm. Like they had poppin'.
Yeah.
They had tap. They had ballet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Contemporary.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I feel like everybody pulled their weight.
Definitely.
Okay, so when we were watching it, all I could think is it made me remember like Roger Rabbit. You know how it kind of like is
very
real,
animated,
but it's fake at the same time. And like this had that same feel.
Yes, definitely. I loved how seamless their costumes were because it was all CGI.
Yeah.
And I feel that really helped you stay in the movie. Like, okay, these are street cats, right? Yeah. And I felt that the Broadway show kind of like, they're just people in pajamas, you know? But in this one, I felt that they were so much more feline. Like they were definitely feeling it.
I have never seen such CGI since Avatar.
Wow.
Okay. And my feelings on Avatar.
Yes.
So, it's different. It's a whole new world.
Especially the tails. Like the tails was such a nice little, like, obviously the tail, like, I like how when they're happy or they're mad, it like moves, it tries to wrap around, kind of like a little monkey tail.
Yeah. And their ears were doing the same thing.
Yes.
let's see here. Oh, like a lot of the cats are really acrobatic as well.
Very Circus Soleil.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. I was like, wow, so impressive.
Like they got the best dancers for this movie.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There's a lot of cat puns. So if you're into cat puns, this movie is the cat's pajamas, basically.
Cat's out of the bag.
Cat got your tongue. So if you like, puns,
And if you love cats.
That's true. I'm allergic to cats. So, and I'm a little stuffy right now. Is it the movie's fault? Probably not.
But I mean,
not.
maybe.
Maybe. I did read that Rebel Wilson and Idris Elba are both allergic to cats.
Okay. So I guess that explains why there's no real cat fur in this movie. No animals were hurt in the filming of this film.
Thank goodness.
Oh, you know what I thought was super cute?
What?
The little mice were children.
Yes. That was actually Rebel Wilson's idea.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And they had a little, like, roaches, crickets.
They reminded me of, like, the Rockettes.
Yes, I was going to say the same thing. Very Rockettes.
I loved their little, like, outfits, you know? And I loved that they were red, you know? When they first came on the scene, I think we were all a little bit confused because we didn't immediately register that they were like roaches.
Yeah, I thought they were tiny cats. And I was like, okay.
I thought they were like weird looking ants because I remember it was like something, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved that.
So the director, Tom Hooper, is the same director of Les Mis.
Oh.
Yeah. And so
I see. Obviously, this came out after Les Mis.
Yes.
So this was definitely, was this his idea or did the studio say, make me a cat movie?
So it was actually supposed to be animated.
Oh, okay.
And it was his idea to do it where they were more like human-like. And he also wanted them to sing live like they did on Les Mis. So they would do a take and it would be completely live. Which apparently it was like really hard to do
Like
Les
take
Mis that way. Yeah. Because everybody has to be quiet. Like you have to be completely silent so they can pick up all the audio and stuff.
Yeah. Because even though, other than like Taylor, right? They're not professional singers. Like, yeah, you can sing, you can carry a tune. Well, like, you know what I mean? Like actors. Like
Jason Derulo
in Les Mis.
Oh, in Les Mis.
And Les Mis, you know, they're actors, not professional singers. So doing take after take after take, I could see that wearing them down.
Yeah, because in this one, they have more singers versus actors. So, like, as soon as I saw Jennifer Hudson, I was like, oh, that's Jennifer Hudson.
Yep.
And she nailed it just like she does in Dreamgirls.
Just like she does in life.
Yeah, that's true. She nails everything.
She's got the voice.
Though I will say I've seen her daytime talk show.
I didn't know she had one.
Yeah, she does. It's strange.
Oh. Well.
It sometimes plays at work. If you ever catch it in the break room, it's on.
No, I don't go in there.
But yeah, she sings Memory, which is like the only song I knew from this movie.
The only song that matters.
That's true. Good point.
Yeah, like that's what it's all about.
That's the big song.
Shazam.
That's not a real movie, April. Jeez. No, that is a real movie.
Yeah, it's not a real Sinbad movie.
Yeah. So in the opening monologue of the 2020 Golden Globe Awards, Ricky Gervais joked that this movie was the worst thing to happen to cats since dogs.
I disagree with
Right?
that. Like, oh my God, these people do not understand the artistic risk
Yeah.
that the entire cast, director, and studio took to present us this masterpiece.
Yeah, and Jason Derulo said that people tore the movie down. He goes, "This is a work of art."
It is.
Yeah.
Like, you have to really see all of the fine, intricate details and just how they weaved it all together. Yeah. It was breathtaking.
Yeah. The very first song we hear is talking about the cats being
Angelical cats?
Jellicle cats, yeah. Mm-hmm. They sung 66 times
that
word in the opening song. 62 more times throughout the rest of the film, not including the credits. That brings 128 times they said Jellicle. And
that's just one take of us watching the film.
Yeah.
Just imagine how many times, like, I'm sure at some point they got tongue tied, you know, and you know how if you say a word like a bunch of times, it starts to lose meaning. Yes. And then you're like, am I even saying it right? Like, what am I saying? What's happening?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think we would have been,
we would have gotten fired.
Alcohol poisoning had we tried to.
Oh, our drinking game?
Yeah, if we tried to drink every time they said it, whew.
I don't think we could have done. Maybe if we did the evil cat, his name, because they said his name quite a bit.
Yeah,
I think that would have been a good, name to drink to, I suppose.
Or the magician cat.
Not in that final song.
That's a lot. We would have been toasty. Mm-hmm. And of course, I love Sir Ian McKellen because his cat is called Gus Gus.
I never caught when I'd seen the musical that his name is Asparagus. Like,
and I was like, oh, Gus Gus.
I don't like asparaguses.
For those who don't know, so last week I went to Disney World.
Disney.
It was the first time I've ever gone.
No, World. World.
I had never gone before. I finally got the opportunity to go to Orlando, and I took the time while I was there to go to Disney World. And I wore a Gus Gus shirt. And if you don't know who Gus Gus is, that is the mouse from Cinderella. Mm-hmm. He is the cutest mouse. He collects all the cheese. He's a little tub of lard, and he's adorable. Mm-hmm. And I wore a shirt with him on it, and I got immediately, someone was like, oh, I love your shirt. And I was like, thank you. I made it myself. They go, you did? I was like, yes, because he's the best. Let's see here.
So another thing I found surprising is that they had this movie budgeted at, it says on Wikipedia, from $80 to $100 million. Uh-huh. I wonder, was that the original price that they set? Because this cast was hella expensive.
Oh, yeah.
And all the CGI was hella expensive.
Well, and they even removed some of the CGI that they did. Mm-hmm. I read that there was a lot of cat butts or cat buttholes in the movie, and they actually had to go back through right before they released the movie to theaters, and they had to remove all the cat butts.
Wow.
And someone said they really should have a version where they show you all the cat assholes.
Oh my gosh.
I, for one, think that's hilarious, and I would watch that.
I think it would have added just another layer.
Right?
Especially if they're trying to be serious. Uh-huh. I wonder how that scene would have crumbled. Yeah,
because my aunt, one year for Christmas, I bought her these cat coasters, and they were cat butt coasters.
What?
And so it has the cat asshole on it.
No.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
It surprises me sometimes.
They were crocheted.
Wow.
Yeah. It was great.
Nice.
So I would totally wanted to see some cat buttholes. I mean, you know,
God.
it would make it real because cats don't care. They will put their little star butthole in your face. They don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
But check it out.
Like, enjoy it.
So unfortunately, the filmmakers, most of the initial criticism are somewhat accurate, as Cats features numerous weird, cringy moments from a weirdly sexual song and dance number by Jason Derulo's character, Rum Tum Tugger, to the most unsettling CGI since Avatar, is what they said. I disagree.
I'm with you.
I thought his sexual, horny performance was very spot on.
I enjoyed it. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, listen, this is a musical.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say they're all sad, but they tend to have a serious underlying story at the very least. I'm trying to think of one other than burlesque that is, well, I guess the Cell Block Tango from Chicago. But that's more of it being sexy, not necessarily talking about it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, they're cats.
Yeah.
So,
What's the big deal?
like,
I was disappointed that I didn't get any cat kisses or cat licking.
I thought there'd be some nuzzling.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
with
that
their
would've-
snoots.
Yes. You know what else I would have liked?
What?
If maybe they had little like,
Pink nose.
yes, or a little black button nose or something. I feel that was missing as well.
I also think it's unfair that some of the cats were dressed and some of the cats were not. Mm-hmm. What's up with that?
Yeah, I also found it interesting that Rebel, one of her outfits, she had like a bralette.
Yeah.
But they don't have boobs. So,
Yeah.
I mean, cats do have like nipples, but they're like more by their stomach. I think that would have been an interesting costume choice if they had decided to cover up her stomach nipples instead. I mean, just think about it.
Open and have like a whole set of.
Yeah. Why not? You're already cats. Just go with it.
Have the nipples, have the buttholes. I say
I mean,
it's about cats. Come on.
yes, exactly.
Let's see here. All I have to say is that we're full of shit.
There is nothing else good that I can spin for this movie.
Nope.
Like,
April and
we're
I
dying
hated
over
this
here to keep a straight face.
This was so terrible.
We were trying to think of like, hey, what would be a good movie to do for April Fool's Day? And then we found out April Fool's lands on a Saturday after we came up with Cats.
Yeah.
And we're like, fuck it, let's just do it. Let's just do it for Valentine's Day. Because we were bouncing back and forth of different movie ideas. And then we moved on to April Fool's Day. And happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Well, this is coming out like a week before Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
But good God, this movie is awful.
Yeah.
We tried. We really tried.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, it's so they're not really in costume in this movie.
No.
It's all CGI.
Yeah.
So when I'm watching these
It's
actors,
disturbing.
these actors really give it their all. All I can see is them in a green outfit with dots all over their bodies. And them having no idea what the end result is going to be. And like, can you just imagine that? Like, you give it your all and then like what was it? I remember there was a politician who was something with recycling. So his banner was always green in the back.
Yeah.
And like people started putting like fake backgrounds behind him while he's having a serious conversation.
Yeah.
And that's what it reminded me of. It's like, you're over here giving it your best because like the Broadway play, I actually do enjoy it.
Yeah.
But then again, it's also the first version I have been introduced to. So it's the one that I'm accustomed to. I do not oppose change. However, this was not the direction it should have gone.
No. Jennifer Hudson was the only bright spot in this whole entire crap fest.
Yes.
That was this movie.
Yeah.
She's the best.
Judi Dench was good too. I mean, I feel just because their two characters weren't funny haha at any point. They were serious.
Like my main gripe, and this has really nothing to do with the movie. I don't know how the play is. I know they wrote specific songs for this movie. So I don't know which ones those are, but the songs are so badly repetitive. And all the wording is so badly repetitive that it's really hard to kind of follow. And their names are like not normal cat names. So it's not like Fluffy and Lucky and Fritz. It's all these weird names and there's just so many characters. It's kind of hard to follow along.
I would not have minded I don't mind the fancy names.
Yeah.
The problem is that when we're trying to talk to you or each other about a certain character, we end up telling you what the actor name is.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember what their character name is. Other than Gus, like, why couldn't they all have fancy names and then a tiny little nickname?
Yeah.
Like the McCarthy or McCarvey, whatever, the mystical cat. We could have that could be his full name. He could have it in song, but then just call him Mac.
Yeah. Or like Victoria. That's easy. I can remember Victoria. But half of the other names, I'm like, what?
Exactly.
Who? How?
Yeah. No, they just, and that was the writers,
Yes.
whoever
I mean,
wrote this from like 30, 40 years ago.
But it was not for those of you who don't know, I don't like Avatar for the very same reason that I did not like this. I don't like CGI where they look weird and they just looked strange the whole time. And like, all I kept thinking is they don't have ears. It's a human face, but there's no ears. And it looked odd to me and it bothered me the entire time.
I really wish they had made this animated.
Yeah. Anybody who didn't have fur around their face, it looked strange because they didn't have ears, but they had hands.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Like they could use their fingers. It was very weird.
Yeah.
It's an odd choice.
I feel they should have done less cat.
Yeah.
Or
do more cat and actually be crawling on all fours and not standing,
I feel that I showed them a small clip from the Broadway play, and I feel like they were more cat with the prosthetics.
Yeah.
And what I really liked about the Broadway play is they are wearing like a spandex outfit.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like the Broadway play, that outfit would have been too cumbersome.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they could have done that for the movie.
Yeah. Apparently they just thought that more celebrities wouldn't want to be in it if they had to wear prosthetics the whole entire time. And I'm like, but what about Dr. Who? The Whoville. I can't think of what it's called.
Jim
Grinch.
Carrey.
Thank you. Like,
Yeah, but that's one main character.
yeah, but even the Who's had to wear all that stuff on their face. I'm like, if they could do it, you could do it for cats. Like, come on.
I at the very least have them in real costumes, and then the face makeup, and then maybe CGI, like a bald helmet type
something.
thing. Like, but I just felt it needed more real.
Yeah.
You know, at least they should have at least given them real clothes.
And just as much as I love songs and musicals, I feel like there was too many songs and they were really long.
They're not easy to sing along to.
No, they're not.
They're not. Other than Memory and the little sunflower song, like that's it for me. My favorite part is the end.
Yeah, like, and they're just so repetitive. It doesn't drive the story forward.
Yeah.
Like, if you took those out, you pretty much had the same movie you already had. So I don't think it added anything. I liked the one with the
Thieves.
the tapping. I liked that song.
yeah.
I thought that one was good.
That was nice.
The one with the magician was fine, but there was a lot of just repetitive wording in that.
And that part, like those things, I can't really blame the film.
Yeah.
Because it came from Broadway.
Yes.
So in critiquing the film style specifically, it wasn't it.
Besides the CGI, I did like the world that they put the cats in. I thought that was good. But I still, it wasn't right. I don't know.
I'm okay with them walking upright.
Yeah.
It's just that it really felt like 1/3 of it was them crawling, and it was a creepy crawling.
Yeah.
You know, like they were slithering on the floor, which was fine when they were dancing. But, and another thing, I hated their meowing.
Yes, a lot of hissing, a lot of meowing.
The hissing was fine because it sounded like a hiss, but the meowing did not sound like a cat's meow.
Yeah.
It was not the cat's meow, okay?
It really wasn't. And why wasn't there any purring?
Oh, because none of them fell in love except for the magician and the girl, Victoria.
Yeah, they should have purred. There was no purring.
Oh, and there should have been a bird.
Right?
Yeah, we should have had a little canary or something. In
It
a
was
cage.
not perfect.
It was not perfect at all.
So, April, if you had to rate this movie.
I'm going to give this film a 3 out of 10. Jennifer Hudson gets the whole 3. And I'm sorry I couldn't give you more, but everybody else weighed you down.
Yeah. I would have to give it a 2 out of 10. I'm too bummed to even come up with a thing.
Wow.
But I will say I'm going to give you a 10 out of 10 for believability because you were killing it with the review.
Thank you. You had quite a few giggles. Yeah. Not on microphone, but you were laughing. You like I had to not look at you. So I'm going to have to give you like a 7 out of 10. I couldn't look at you.
Yeah. Well, that's because you would start to smile. And so they don't know that you're smiling, but I can see you smiling. And that's what was making me laugh over here. But we tried.
I really enjoyed how we did this review too. Yes. We should watch more bad movies and like see how much we can spin it before we just run out of steam.
Yeah, because we didn't have any more.
Honestly, there's nothing more to say about this film. No. Like
crap.
It's on HBO Max.
It's on everything.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
they're trying to
HBO,
recoup their money.
Hulu, Amazon, and it's all if you have the prescription. If you have the subscription, you can watch it.
Yeah.
I say don't. Just go watch something else. Go watch your cat. Go watch your neighbor's cat.
Yeah, if you really enjoy the music from Cats and you're really curious about this film, then just listen to the soundtrack.
Ooh, go watch Aristocats. Ooh. Or The Joke. The Aristocats, you know?
Oh, The Aristocrats.
Yes.
That was so when I saw that movie, I didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Bob Saget.
Yes. Bob Saget.
I remember somebody was saying that he did like a 20-minute monologue or something of that joke. And I was like, wow. I don't think I have the nerve to even give you a 2-minute version because it is so crude.
Yes.
I can listen to it, but I can't dish that out.
We used to have those little glasses that you get from like Pizza Hut back in the day that has the Aristocats on it. I think I've seen that movie once, but we had the little glasses. So, that's our review.
Yeah.
If you haven't, go to wherever you're listening to this, scroll down, find where it says website, click on that, and you can go and you can subscribe to our podcast, and you can donate money to us to help us with seeing new movies. You know, we have to pay for this most of the time. We have to pay for our subscriptions, all of that stuff, and anything that you could donate to us would be helpful, so we can recoup our costs, because Sarah loses money every month that we do this podcast. So go and be our subscriber, and if we get enough people, maybe we'll do a giveaway or something.
Ooh, fun.
But April, where can they find us?
Two Chicks Talkin Flicks over on the Instagram.
You can find us at Two Chicks Talkin Flicks at Gmail.
Guess what? We have a Facebook, Two Chicks Talkin Flicks.
And we have a very active TikTok at Two Chicks Talkin Flicks.
You can see all about Sarah's Disney adventure. Woo! And she went to a podcast convention in Orlando. So if you want a little behind the scenes of what, we do when we network.
You can watch the video of me watching William Hung from American Idol. Ooh. Sing his infamous song, She Bang, She Bang. Oh, baby, when she move, she move. Mm-hmm. And that's great. Yeah, we're friends on Instagram. Ooh. Yeah, he's friend of the podcast. I can say that because he is.
Yay, so exciting.
So go check that out, and until next time,
toodles.
Bye. This episode was produced by Two Chicks Talkin Flicks. Music was produced by Michael Girvani. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe. If you'd like to be a part of the show, have a movie suggestion, or just want to give us some love, you can email us at twochickstalkinflicks@gmail.com. Thanks, guys. Toodles.